Hey, it's Ernest from Trip Astute. In this video, we're going to cover credit card downgrade strategies and considerations, especially for those of you with a Chase Sapphire card. A few weeks ago, I posted a video on deciding between the Chase Sapphire Preferred and Reserve card. In that video, I mentioned that you can always upgrade or downgrade between the Preferred and Reserve card, though a few people chimed in that there was another option which is potentially more lucrative. However, before we get started, if you're new here, I want to welcome you to our channel. Trip Astute is a travel channel that is focused on sharing ways to make travel easier, affordable, and more enjoyable. Traveling can be stressful and expensive, so we're looking for ways to help you maximize your experience through travel tips, points and miles, and innovative gear. If that sounds interesting to you, then consider subscribing to our channel. Getting back to downgrades and upgrades, in my previous video, I suggested downgrading or upgrading from one of the premium Chase credit cards as a strategy when deciding to keep a certain card. Though as some of our community members pointed out, there is potentially a more lucrative way of doing it. Big thanks to Steven and Justin for sharing their approach with us. Rather than just upgrading and downgrading between the Chase Sapphire Reserve and Preferred card, you can actually downgrade the card to either a Freedom or Freedom Unlimited card, then reapply for the other premium card. This allows you to earn the bonus again for the new card. If you were to upgrade or downgrade from the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred, or vice versa, you would lose the ability to earn the opening bonus, which makes this approach so much more lucrative. So, for example, if you had the Chase Sapphire Preferred card for a few years, but decided that you wanted the Sapphire Reserve, you could downgrade your Sapphire Preferred to a Freedom card and then reapply for the Reserve card, assuming that you don't already have the Freedom and Freedom Unlimited card. So this sounds great, right? Well, it's complicated. There are definitely some things to keep in mind with this approach. Number one, 524 rule. Chase has one of the strictest rules when it comes to the number of credit card applications that you've had in the past 24 months. If you've opened 5 or more credit cards from any issuer in the last 2 years, then you could be disqualified from getting another credit card from Chase until the time has passed. For more information on the famous 524 rule, check out our video on the topic. We run through how to check your 524 status on Credit Karma. Number two, re-earning a bonus. If you've had a Chase Sapphire card in the past but canceled it, you can't get a bonus if it's been less than 24 months since you received your bonus. Keep in mind that the bonus date and the approval date are different. It's the bonus date that actually counts. Also, it doesn't matter if it was a different Sapphire card. To qualify for the sign-up bonus on a Sapphire card, you cannot have earned an opening bonus on any version of the Sapphire card within the past 24 months. For example, if you applied for the Chase Sapphire Preferred in January 2017 and received your bonus on March 15th, 2017, then you wouldn't be able to get a bonus on any Chase Sapphire card, even if it's a Reserve card, until March 16th, 2019. Number three, you can only have one Sapphire card account open at a time. This means that you can't have both the Sapphire Preferred and Reserve card at the same time. I would also be careful with your timing if you're planning to cancel a card and reapply. Sometimes it can take a while for a card to close out and cancel on the issuer side. So if you're planning to reapply for another Sapphire card, I would wait a month or more just to be safe. That way you know that the account is fully cleared out and closed on the issuer side before they consider your application. Number four, your downgrade options are limited. For the Chase Sapphire cards, there are basically 3 options: the Freedom, Freedom Unlimited, and Sapphire card. The Sapphire card is not publicly available and it's unavailable to new customers. It's apparently still available as a product change option for current Sapphire Preferred and Reserve card members. It's basically a no annual fee version, but with a lot less benefits. In fact, I think it's a bad deal for most people since it would count against you because of the previous one Sapphire card rule. For most people, the Freedom and Freedom Unlimited cards are the best option for a downgrade. Both have no annual fee and can earn ultimate reward points that can be pooled with a premium Chase card. Lastly, you can't downgrade to one of Chase's co-branded cards like the Hyatt or United card. The Ink business cards are also not valid options for a downgrade from a Sapphire card. Number 5, ask for an annual fee waiver. If you've decided that you want to downgrade or cancel, it doesn't hurt to ask whether Chase would consider waiving the annual fee. It used to be common for the issuers to waive annual fees or provide retention bonuses, though I don't think they're as common nowadays, especially when it comes to Chase. Though it doesn't hurt to ask and see if they would honor it. Of course, this only applies if you like your current Sapphire card but have issues with the annual fee. If you're trying to downgrade so you can apply for another Chase Sapphire card to get the bonus, then a waiver on the annual fee is not going to be useful to you. In summary, downgrading your current Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve to a Freedom or Freedom Unlimited so you can apply for another Chase Sapphire card is a great way to earn another large opening bonus. But there are a ton of factors to consider. It's not a good option if you've picked up your current Chase Sapphire Preferred or Reserve card less than 2 years ago, and also not an option if you already have a Freedom and Freedom Unlimited card. I personally did something similar in 2016 when I got my Sapphire Reserve card. Back then, you could have multiple Sapphire cards, so at the time I had both a Sapphire Reserve and Sapphire Preferred card. Since I didn't need both, I converted the Sapphire Preferred to a Freedom Unlimited card rather than closing the account. Of course, this was 2016 and things have changed a lot since then. You definitely wouldn't be able to do the same nowadays with all the new rules and restrictions from Chase. Have any of you downgraded your Chase cards or even reapplied for a Sapphire card in order to get the opening bonus? Please share your experience below. Also, I know this is a complicated topic, so let us know if you have any questions. If you're interested in getting a new credit card and want to help support the channel, visit our credit card offers page on our website. It's an easy way to help us out and get that awesome new credit card. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, please give us a thumbs up and consider sharing our video with others who might benefit from our content. Until next time, travel safe and travel smart.